Hi everyone! Each new week of vocabulary, we're going to review our words from the previous week first. So our words from last week were creature, imitate, companion, and explore. We're going to play a little game called Act It Out. If you were in class, I would have you help me or I'd give you a chance to try it as well. But I'm here on my own, so I'm going to do my best. I'm going to act out one of the words and you're going to call out which one you think I'm acting out. Are you ready? All right, now I am going to do it from my chair, so bear with me. Oh wow, I've never been to this place before. Look at that over there. That's pretty cool. I like that over there too. Wow, I like this place. Which vocabulary word was that? Did you say explore? Good. All right, let's try another one. Woof, woof. Which vocabulary word was I acting out? Did you say creature? Yeah, I was acting like a dog, and a dog's a creature, isn't it? All right, let's see. I was thinking of my kids. All right, you ready? Mom, Evan won't stop copying me. Mom, Evan won't stop copying me. Do you know which vocabulary word that was? That was imitate. Good. All right, last one. Hey, Sharon, would you like to go shopping with me? All right, let's go. All right. So that was companion, a friend that you like to do things with. All right, so why don't you give it a try? Why don't you act out one of our vocabulary words and see if you can get somebody at home to guess which one you're acting out? Give it a shot. Okay guys, our new words this week are going to come from our book, If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. We're going to start right here at the beginning. All right. So at the beginning of the story, the boy gives the mouse a cookie. When he gives the boy a cookie, he's being generous. Generous is the first word that we're going to learn today. It means that you are happy to give or share with someone. So he's happy to give the mouse a cookie when he asks for it. I'm going to read a few pages in the story, and I want you to be thinking of other ways the boy is generous to the mouse, okay? So he gave him the cookie, and he's going to ask for a glass of milk. When he gives him the milk, he'll probably want a straw. When he's finished, he'll ask for a napkin. Then he'll want to look in the mirror and make sure he doesn't have a milk mustache. When he looks in the mirror, he might notice his hair needs a trim, so he'll probably ask you for a pair of nail scissors. All right, so in that section, can you tell me some of the other ways that the boy was generous to the mouse? He's happy to share with him. All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to use the word. So I want you to say, he is generous by, or he is generous because. You can go ahead and pause the video here and give some examples. All right, if you've shared, you could have said, he was generous by giving him a straw, or a napkin, or the nail scissors, right? All the things that the little mouse is asking for, the boy is giving him very happily. He's sharing, so he's being generous. So there's many ways that you can be generous to one another if you were here in the classroom or even at home with your family. So if someone needed a napkin at the table, you might be happy to pass one to them, or if they needed a pencil to write something down, you might go get yours and share it with them. With our friends and our family, we're always very generous. We're happy to share things with them and give them things. All right, can you name something you might do to be generous with a friend? I want you to use the word, so say, I would be generous by. If you need to, go ahead and pause. All right, so hopefully you named something that you would give to your friend being generous. What about your family? How might you be generous to your family? I want you to say, I would be generous by, and then give an example of how you would be generous. All right, so what's the new word that we're learning that means happy to give or share with others? Yeah, generous. Let's take a look at the card. So in this picture, the little boy is giving the other little boy his truck. He's happy. You can see in his face, he's smiling. He's happy to share his truck with his friend. And this is what the word generous looks like. Generous. Remember, G says G and J. Generous. If you remember last week, I like to do gestures to go along with our vocabulary words because I feel like they help us remember a little bit more. So we're going to pretend like we have something in our hand and we're going to extend it out when we say the word generous, like we're giving something to someone. Are you ready? Generous. Can you say it? Generous. Excellent. All right, friends, the second word we're going to learn from our book is the word nuisance. Nuisance is when someone is bothering someone or causing a problem. Let me show you a part in our book. So right here, the mouse wanted to draw a picture, so the boy had gotten him some crayons. When he finished the picture, he wanted to sign his name. So here the boy is trying to sweep up the big pile of dirt that the mouse made. He's trying to clean. And he's trying to put away the stuff that he got together for him to take a nap. But the mouse is asking for a pen, and then he also needs some Scotch tape. But the boy is going around trying to clean, so when the mouse is asking for the pen and the tape, he's bothering him. He's being a nuisance. All right, let's take a look at the picture card for nuisance. Oh goodness. So you have a little boy who's reading in the chair and his little brother is banging on the drums behind him. That would probably bother his brother if he was trying to read, right? So his little brother is being a nuisance. He's bothering him or causing him a problem. The problem is he can't read with all that noise going on. So when we do the word nuisance, we're going to pretend like we're on the drums. Now remember, there's no sound, so you shouldn't be going, right? A gesture is just a movement, because if you're making noise, you can't say the word at the same time, okay? So watch me. Nuisance. You try it. Nuisance. Good. So nuisance is when you're bothering someone. Okay. We're going to play a game called Is Hector a Nuisance? So Hector is a made-up kindergartner, and I'm going to give you some situations and tell you what he did. And you're going to decide, was Hector being a nuisance or was he not a nuisance? Okay? All right. Here's the first thing Hector did. Hector is tapping his pencil loudly during writing time. Is Hector being a nuisance? So you're going to say either Hector is a nuisance or Hector isn't a nuisance. What do you think? He is being a nuisance, right? I can't write if someone's making a whole bunch of noise next to me. It's very similar to the picture where his brother's trying to read. All right, I'm going to tell you another one. Hector is helping a friend put toys back into the toy box. Is Hector being a nuisance? What do you think? No, Hector isn't being a nuisance. He's helping somebody put stuff away. He's not bothering, he's helping. All right, one more. Hector is poking the person next to him in the lunch line. Is Hector being a nuisance? I want you to use the word, so say Hector is a nuisance or Hector isn't a nuisance, and tell me why. So Hector is a nuisance when he's poking someone because poking is bothering someone, and that's what being a nuisance is, when you're bothering someone or causing problems. All right, so what's the word that we're learning that means someone who is bothering someone or causing problems? It's nuisance, isn't it? Good. So let's go over the 2 words that we learned today. The first one is generous. It means happy to give or share to someone. Generous. And the other word we learned was nuisance. It means you're bothering someone or causing problems. All right, come back tomorrow and learn 2 new words for our book, If You Give a Mouse a Cookie.